Hello my friends, John LaRuffa here with another Straight Up Solo. And in this episode, we're going to take a look at Verdant. I'm going to show you how this game plays from a solo standpoint and play a few turns and then tell you what I think about it. Let's get started. Okay folks, and as usual, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. If you have, I really do appreciate that support. Thank you so much. So I'm a couple of turns in, and basically the way this game works is you are going to take 13 turns, all right? And you are going to build a 5 wide by 3 high tableau of alternating cards with rooms and plants going back and forth in that kind of pattern. The goal of the game is to plant the plants next to the rooms that give them the right amount of light in order to increase their verdancy, which is what this little token represents. And hopefully get it up to this level so that you can put a pot on there and score that amount at the end of the game. Also, for every plant that matches the appropriate room, this room will score 1 point. And if you happen to get a matching tile of the same color in the room, that will double the points scored, so it'll be worth 2 points. Okay? And so, the other things that you can do are, there are special green tiles here which help you increase your verdancy by beefing up the plants a bit. There are goals at the end of the game that you look for to see. For instance, this one says for each unspent green thumb token that I have, I get a point. This one says for 2 points for each completed plant with a verdancy requirement of 7 or more. So that means if I finish this one, I would get 2 extra points. And this says 1 point for each room with 2 or more plant types that match. Okay? So I'm going for all that, and when you're playing solo, you can, if you want, either just play high score, or you can try to do one of these 15 different scenarios, of which I am doing the second one right now, which means 70 points to win, no specific objectives, and gold cards B, B, and C. Now, how does this game work? Well, it works like a conveyor. So basically what happens is you're going to play with this set of 4 cards here, and at the end of the turn, any cards that weren't taken in this row and everything else will be discarded. Also, the pots will get generally worse in points as you go along. So if you can manage to pot a plant sooner rather than later, you'd be in better shape. And the other rule of placement is you always have to place everything adjacent, orthogonally adjacent, no diagonals, no floating things. All right, so let's see what I want to do here. Well, I have one more opportunity to be able to get this plant over here, that 3-point bonus, that pot. So I'd have to finish one of these things, which means providing 3 verdancy. And I think I want to do that. But the only way to do that would be to choose this tile right here, and either this or this. But I will do that. And what I'm going to do also is I'm going to go like this. So I'm going to kind of double down on this spot right here surrounding this plant. And I get this, and I can use that here in a second. Now, whichever ones I don't choose, I put a green thumb on it. And that will allow me to do some bonus actions if I collect a card with a green thumb on there. Now, after I choose my card, then what I do is I can only ever store 1 item. So I'm going to use these items to increase the verdancy right now. I'm going to use this one first, and this lets me water any flowers that are adjacent to this room. So I'll go ahead and water and put some verdancy here, like so. And then I'm going to spend, put this right here to spend. Then I'm going to spend this fertilizer one right on here that provides 3 verdancy to any specific plant, which would be like this. And then that lets me put the pot on there. And that'll give me a bonus of 3 points. So this will be worth 9 points at the end of the game. And there we are. And you remove the verdancy when you do that, just to clean up the card. So in the nick of time, I was able to score this plant, which is good. Now, since I'm done, what I like to do, just to keep myself organized, is first refill what I took, including adding a green thumb to a card. And then I'll do all my discards. Now, any green thumbs will continue to transfer over on any cards. They won't get discarded. But if you put 3 green thumbs on a specific card, they all get wiped. All right, so we've done that. Now we slide over, slide over, slide over, slide over, and then refill. That helps me to not get too disorganized while I'm playing, just to do it in that specific order. All right, now unfortunately I'm not seeing any items out here that would match, which is getting me a little bit sad. And I don't have green thumbs. One of the things you could do with the green thumbs is that you can spend 2 of them to replace any number of tokens out here. So I could like discard all those if I wanted and do that. But I don't have any green thumbs. I'd have to take this spot right here. And as it is, I don't really need that particular one. However, I do need this one. And so I'm going to take this. That'll give me 1 green thumb. Take this card here. Now this item isn't any color that I need, unfortunately. So I'm going to put it over here. But that will be a different icon, which will help me score at the end of the game. You score bonus points for the number of unique different tiles you take. And this one benefits from being in either, it's the Creeping Fig, so dark or half dark. Or actually, you know, half in direct sunlight and then shade. So if I put it over here, that would help with some of that verdancy. And that's part of the puzzle. You're trying to put this in spots where the light configuration is right for the plant. Now, it'd be perfect, it'd be even better if I could somehow find a partial shade spot, but I don't have one that I can do on this card. So I just put it there. I'll get a verdancy, and there we go. Now, because I didn't take this card, I'll go ahead and add another one of those thumbs. And I'm going to then, I don't have any, I use my token. I'm not going to hold it. I guess I could technically hold it instead of placing it down, but I'm not worried about that because I know that there's no reason to be honest. I'm probably not going to pick up this one. Or maybe I should because that elephant ear. All right, you know what? Why not? Let's hold it, not play it this turn. We can store 1. And we'll go ahead and then refresh. And I should have refreshed this last time. Then we'll go ahead and discard everything that's here. This moves. Discard. This moves. And then these slide over. So you can see that execution of your turns is not really that difficult. However, what is difficult is trying to figure out the right cards to place in the right spot and score the right amount of points. And that's what this game is. It's one big puzzle with simple rules, but a lot of decision making to try to figure out how to pull off what you're trying to do to maximize it. So again, I want to see myself get some more of these green thumbs to help myself out. And I don't really like those tiles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this, and this will give me some more partial shade, which I need, plus a couple more green thumbs. So partial shade, let's put that partial shade over here, get that Creeping Fig going even more. And then I can put this over here. Even though this doesn't match, I'm going to probably end up taking this one next and putting over here, and that'll help match that room up. And hopefully it will be pretty good. All right. And then this. Now, before I take these, I am going to spend the 2 green thumbs to completely wipe these out and hope to draw. Actually, can't do that. Can't quite cut the turn like that. I can't remember if, I think this was yellow here. I can't quite do that because I can't split the turn up like that. I had to take the combination of both. I couldn't wipe that first. I could have wiped it first had I had both of the thumbs, but I didn't, so oh well. Now, we go ahead and since I took that here, I don't actually draw a new one because it's on that side. Now, like I said, I just added 3 to that card. And I believe it's not if you go over 3, it's if you add 3. Let me just make sure. It says if a card now contains 3 or more, remove all tokens. So I won't be able to get the bonuses there, unfortunately. That's too bad. All right. Should have added that. So these slide over. And you can kind of see how this game works. I think this gives you a good flavor of the type of puzzle you're trying to go for here. You can finish multiple plants at once, and if you do, you can actually take the lowest scoring pot out of this area. Unless it's the last turn, then you can't do that. Then you have to take these that give you no bonus points. All right, so just to demonstrate what I'm trying to do here, I am going to play these 2 green thumbs. I am going to get rid of all these in hopes that I can draw. Now, these will go back in the bag after I draw. Hopes I can draw some light blue ones here. Nope. 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 Man. All right. No light blue ones, but at least I got some nice... I need these fertilizers in a bad way. Okay, so let's do this final turn. The best thing I think to do... I don't have any cards that are matching up in the greatest of ways with what I want to do. I might go for the simple route, even though it doesn't match. That would give me 2 out of 3 Verdant if I went to this one. But I'd actually rather do this. That at least would match this card right here. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and pick this one up. We'll take this watering can. Because I have to spend one of these now, I can't hold on to it forever. I'm going to go ahead and put this over here, regrettably. And then I put the green thumb over here, and then we draw out another. Come on, blue. No, just not getting lucky. All right, and then putting this over here, and then these get discarded. So there is a fair amount of luck in this game. There's no doubt about it, but there are ways to try to, improve your situation. But you are certainly at the mercy of the draw of the cards and draw of the bag. There's no doubt about it. There's nothing you're going to be able to do besides use those green thumbs to try to change some of these things. All right, now I will do the watering can. That'll at least let me water. When I put that down, first of all, I should have added one here. But I will do the watering can. I'll water from this room, and that will let me take these, add that one to there, add one to there. Because I really do want to score this one. That will be 9 at the end of the game, and I kind of got to get after it before it's too late. All right, so you can see what I'm doing. Basically, when you have 5 in a row, which I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more turns, the game will be over, and then you will score based on the potted plants you have. For any leftover Verdant, you add it all up, divide it by 2, round down. You score on your bonus pots, you score for your rooms, you score for unique items, and then also if you have every type of plant, you get 3 points. Every type of room, you get 3 points with regards to the colors. And then your final goals. And you're going for those target scores. So that's about the size of it. Let me tell you what I think. So Verdant is exactly what you see there, right? It's cut and dry. It's a puzzle game. It is just as fun to play solo as I think any kind of multiplayer game, because there's really very little interaction here, except in the case of the multiplayer, you may not know which cards are going to be taken, so someone might take it out from under you, whereas in this case, it's a conveyor belt, and it all goes to the right. That being said, I think it's a very fun game. If you're looking for this type of puzzle game, and I took a while to buy this one. I wanted to make sure that I was looking for this in my collection, and it actually replaces some games that I have that aren't quite as good. I enjoy this a little bit more. I enjoy the I would say the AP side of this game a little bit. I enjoy the kind of push your luck a little, because you are pushing your luck. You don't know what's coming out. So you can try to set yourself up and hold out for something, or you can say, nope, I'm going to try to do, smaller incremental points and things of that nature. But there's not really too much to it. You've seen the mechanics. There's a lot of different goals. There's a lot of different setups. From those objectives, they let you do different things. So there's ways to challenge yourself, but it's a puzzle game. That's what it is. Little tableau pattern builder, so to speak, puzzle game. So if that appeals to you, then this game will appeal to you. If you saw this and you're like, I don't know, it doesn't look that fun, well, then it's not going to be any more fun than it looks. I like it. I definitely do, but I was looking for this type of puzzle game. This isn't going to be something that's massively novel or new. It's exactly what you see here. So I hope that was helpful for you. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And whatever you decide to do in the future, that I really hope you have a good time doing it. Take it easy, everybody.